Are you unhealthy or have a chronic condition? If so, pick this Medicare supplement plan when you are turning 65. Hi, I'm Chris Prang, the Medicare analyst, licensed insurance agent based out of Charlottesville, Virginia, and licensed in other states as well. My goal is simple. It is to help you make a wise and confident decision about all of your Medicare choices. If today is your birthday, then happy birthday to you. Mr. Benjamin said, birthdays mean going through another year of one's life. It means growing another year older. For me, human birth is the purpose of God's realization. A birthday simply means another year to complete that goal that we were sent to achieve. So before I get into this and tell you which Medicare supplement policy to pick, let's talk about Medicare supplements in general. First, Medicare supplements and Medigap plans are the same thing. So when you hear the term Medicare supplement or Medigap, they mean the same thing. They fill the gap, they supplement what original Medicare does not pay. The best time to buy a Medicare supplement is during your Medigap open enrollment time. You have guaranteed acceptance regardless of past or present health conditions. They cannot turn you down because of whatever you have going on health-wise presently. You could cost an insurance company tens of thousands of dollars. They have to accept you when you're during your Medigap open enrollment period, which for most people is typically from 65 to 65 and a half, or 6 months after you get your Part B and after you are 65 in most states. So what is open enrollment? Open enrollment is 6 months from the first day of the month you're both 65 or older and enrolled in Medicare Part B. The hazard of not choosing a Medicare supplement when you need one during the first 6 months. In most states, there's no guarantee you'll get one later if you have a serious enough health issue, because after 65 and a half, you're not guaranteed. And in most states, then you will have to go through medical underwriting. If the insurance company doesn't like the answer to maybe one question that you have to answer or one medication that you're on, you will be declined and you will not be able to get a Medicare supplement policy. That's why it's critical. This is important. So if you do happen to choose a Medicare Advantage plan when you first turn 65, you now have a 12-month trial period for Medicare Advantage. And if you don't like Medicare Advantage within the first 12 months, then you can get a Medicare supplement guaranteed. You can also later, if you have a supplement, it's years down the road, you switch to Medicare Advantage for the first time and you want to change it back, you can do that within the first year. But after that, there's no guarantee, again, in most states. Let me give you some examples of how this has affected people. Years ago, I went to see a gentleman who was on Social Security disability before 65 and had gotten a Medicare Advantage plan. And for the most part, it worked okay for him. But he was very unhealthy and he went to the hospital probably once a week on average. Just overnight, they'd admit him overnight and that was it. And at that time, every time you had to go to the hospital, every single time you had a copayment of several $100s. So figure that out. Once a week, 4 weeks in a month, maybe $1,200 or so. He was coming very close to the end of his 65 and a half, which happened to be at the end of November. And I showed up right at the end of November and I enrolled him into a Medicare supplement plan that after that, obviously, he paid a lot more for the supplement than he did for Medicare Advantage, but he wasn't having to pay any co-payments. So that was important. Then I had another case where I met with a lady and she was turning 65 and I was going over her Medicare options. Her husband happened to be there and he had turned 65 about 6 months earlier. And I asked him if he needed help with anything. He said, no, I don't want anything. He took original Medicare, no drug plan, no Medicare Advantage plan, no supplement. Turns out shortly after that he had a stroke and he came down with cancer 1 month after his 6-month window. So 7 months after turning 65, he came down with cancer and he had a stroke. So there was no way that he was getting a Medicare supplement. So all of a sudden, especially with the cancer treatment, he started having a lot of co-payments. So it is critical that if you want a supplement, you pick it at the right time. So which plan should you consider if you have serious health conditions or you have chronic health conditions? I believe you should just go ahead and pick the Plan G Medicare supplement. It is the most comprehensive supplement. You pay the annual Part B deductible and that's it. Let's take a look at the Medicare New Book where you can see all the different supplement plans there. And I got the G outline. So the G will pay 100% of everything that Medicare doesn't pay except the Part B deductible. It also will cover 80% of foreign travel as well that Medicare doesn't cover anything. So that is the Plan G. Everything is covered. The hospital, everything is covered. All you have to do is meet the annual Part B deductible every single year, and that's it. So if you have serious health issues and you tend to go into provider visits a lot, once you meet the deductible, you're paying nothing more. You pay the premium, that's it. So it's simple and it will work well for you. So what are the advantages of a Medicare supplement plan? Compared to Medicare Advantage, supplements are more money when it comes to premiums, but usually much less financial risk exposure if you need access to frequent medical visits. There are no networks to deal with. Again, because the supplement is tied to original Medicare and 97% plus or minus providers accept Medicare assignment, shouldn't have an issue with using your Medicare supplement plan where you use original Medicare. There are less prior approvals and claim denials than Medicare Advantage. Now, some people will tell you don't get any prior approvals. You don't have to worry about that with original Medicare. That's not true. There is a long list of prior approvals under original Medicare, but they are less than what they are with Medicare Advantage. Would you rather pay a premium on a Medicare supplement policy of maybe $1,200 to $2,400 per year plus or minus and less than $300 a year out of pocket for your Part B deductible, or maybe pay $0 per year in premiums and be on the hook for 2 to 5 times that in potential co-payments? So who doesn't need a Medicare supplement? Well, the first person that doesn't typically need one is somebody that is on Medicaid, because typically Medicaid is picking up all of your co-payments and your deductibles on Medicare. Someone who simply can't afford the premium and may qualify for financial aid through their local hospital. I don't believe in putting somebody in a policy that they simply can't afford. If they can't afford the premium, it's not going to really help them. If you can't pay it, you're not going to be able to sustain it. Now, if you are in a position where you could really use the supplement and you're short on money, my suggestion is ask people in your family. Do you have adult children that can help you out? Do you have a sibling that can help you out? That will actually save you money. Can they help you pay the premium so you won't have big out-of-pocket costs? Then someone on TRICARE or a government plan. If you're on TRICARE or you have government insurance tied to your Medicare, then you certainly don't need a Medicare supplement policy. So what are your next steps? Contact me if you live in one of the states that I'm licensed in to discuss rate comparisons and options to maximize your premium dollars and premium savings. If you are turning 65, you will likely need and want a Part D drug plan. I can help with that too if you like. I review your medications and use the Medicare prescription calculator to determine what Medicare says is the lowest overall cost Part D plan for you based upon your unique medications and pharmacy choice. If I represent the lowest overall plan, then I will enroll you into that plan. If not, and they are significantly cheaper, then I'll tell you which plan that is and how to contact them. If you want, we can also discuss the possibility of getting Medicare Advantage. I am not one of these agents that is totally negative and down on Medicare Advantage. I have sold plenty of Medicare Advantage plans and they do work well for the majority of people, but most people that have one don't understand the pros and cons and how it works. So if you are interested in Medicare Advantage, I will have an honest conversation with you about that. But what's important about Medicare Advantage is it is really contingent upon where you live and the plans available in your area. You are comfortable with potential co-payments and prior authorizations, and you understand how they work and their pluses and minuses again. So if you have questions, if you need help, you see my contact information there. Please reach out to me. I'd be glad to help if you are from one of the states that I am licensed in. And the states that I'm currently licensed in are Virginia, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Ohio, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Texas, with more states coming soon. If you live near the Charlottesville, Virginia area within an hour to hour and a half and you would like to meet in person, then please reach out to me and we can probably arrange to meet at a safe and convenient location for you. If you could do me a favor down in the comment section below, let me know what state that you are watching from. That does help me out. And as a reminder, please remember to like, subscribe, and who do you know that could benefit from this video? Please share that with them. So that's it for today. Pick the Medicare Supplement Plan G when you're turning 65 if you have serious health conditions or chronic conditions. You will not be sorry. I'm Chris Brang, the Medicare analyst. Make it a great day.